Yo, 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 mga do. Okay, this is it, pansit. Oh, ang bango, di ba? Smells so good. Yo, 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 this is the national flower of the Philippines. How easy. This is the way how you're going to propagate this kind of flower. And it's very, very easy, even if your little child can plant this one. And the fragrance is enormously so beautiful. So here we go. All right, Sampaguita, there you go. They normally like goes having roots on their nuts like this one. So here are the nuts like that one. You're gonna remove the leaves from the nuts. Like this is where they start rooting on this kind of nuts. Like pick something like the old kind of nuts. So this one is like, for example, like this one, it's already like here on the ground, and already flowered like here. So it's kind of like an older stem. Even if it's not older, it takes a while, like even if you pick like an older stem or not older one, it's still gonna produce roots. So these are the nuts. Very simple. Like some people like do air layering, but those are like have a lot of processing to do that. So what you do is just like, this is the nuts, put it on the ground like this one, don't cut it yet, so I don't have something like this one here. Then you put some stones, just to hold it in the ground like that. So after a few months, I'll show you, because this one normally, like, it definitely needs something like a trellis so they can climb on it, so you can actually see it. But if not, then you have to trim them so they will not be on the floor like this one. This one is also like a matured knot, like here, like this is a matured stem already. Like this one, you can put it on the floor, or on the ground like that, and put some stones on it. I'll show you something. This is how I propagate it. I only have like one of this that I bought on the store, and now they're all over around the place. They are starting to grow over there until to the side of my house. This is my plan. But anyway, this is where I started the other knots, the other one that I started like few months, like maybe like two months ago. Let me see. Here you go. I'll show you that there's already roots in this one. Oh, hold on a second. So here you go. See, they start rooting each other. So here, just already like roots over here. And this one, hold on. This one already had some roots on it. There you go. So what you're gonna do is you're just gonna cut it, this one, and then cut this one. Cut the maybe like 4 inches above that rooted knots, like this one, like cut like, like remain 4 inches, or like depends, like just like lessen some leaves on that one, because it doesn't have like much root yet, although this one is a great roots already to start in. Then you're gonna cut this one and cut this one, because this one is already also like a successful rooted crops already. This one has like pretty much like big roots, but even though I'm still gonna trim this one, to make it sure that it will like survive. So actually you can cut this 2 things over here. I don't have my, hold on a second. Here you go. I'm able to like get some scissor for this one. So here we're gonna cut this stem from the mother plant, and we can cut this one too, because they already have some roots in it finally. And this is my plan to plant this the cutted stem of this one, the Sampaguita, and we're gonna plant this over here in this trellis, because on winter time all of this will be gone, they're gonna be withered. So I want the stable one. This is a hardy plant actually. This is a very hardy plant. It can survive on winter. It will only just be like dormant for winter time, but they can actually regrow themselves. And anyway, it already had like some roots in it. Just lessen some of the leaves from this one, so he can actually like not be shocked. Of course, he's like out with the mother plant. You already like remove it to the mother plant, so he will be able to like sustain his own nutrient from himself. So here you go, Sago. There you go. You're just gonna plant it here. Hold on, there's other leaves in this one. Just plant it over here. That's it. And water this one, so they will have like some water right away. You don't want them to dry. So Anyway, it's the best part to plant this because you don't want it directly yet onto the sun because it's just like cut off from the mother stem. Anyway, this one, there's a lot of sweet potato growing on this one. You can cover them for a little bit. It's just like this is what I so directly sun over here. And we can plant the other one, or you can just plant this in a pot and give it to your friend as a souvenir, you know. Here you go. This is how you propagate Sampaguita.